Hello? Is this thing on? What's up, everybody? How you guys doing, man? Welcome back to another night of grinding. The late night grind. It does continue. I need to get a tweet out nice and quick. Hold on, just realized not everything is set up correctly here. Here we go. Okay, we're good now. All right, let's get a tweet out nice and quick. I don't even know what to say today. Maybe we'll just say... Maybe we'll say this. Dearest at Marvel Champions, please. Seriously, just please. You know... you know damn well what I'm talking about. Is that too aggressive? Maybe we'll take out the damn part. You know what I'm... There, we'll say this. I know you know what I'm talking about. Oh no! Leaf. Okay. Please, seriously, just please. I know you know what I'm talking about. Tweet. Alright, good enough. Taylor Bost, sending over a buck. Ah, did not get beat by anyone today. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. And to show my great appreciation, this. Slap. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. I don't think there was a message from you yet, at least. Yeah, still no message. But thank you, man. Torrance sent it over 5. Thank you, dude. Say, what up? I'll do my best to watch early morning for this guy. Dude, thank you very much, man. Appreciate that 5. Let me change that to that. Okay, cool. Torrance, thank you very much, though, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you. Alright, we do have a message from Taylor Boss here saying, should I go Act 6 completion and get the extra 600k gold? Only 5 quests, but waiting for nerf. It will also help answer some rank up questions. Try it out. Try out the first path, see how it goes. If it ends up kind of just being too brutal, just get out of there, man. You can get gold some other way. You know what I mean? Hit the arena. You get extra battle chips now too and all that, so but yeah, I mean, if you're able to, if you're feeling up to it, give it a whirl, man. Stroking my saber, sending over Buck with a really not happy looking face. Dude, what's up with that face? Saying, I'm getting sick and tired of you not getting a Akon. It's rigged and not fair. Yeah, rabble, 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 rabble. Thank you for the buck, dude. It'll happen one day. It's all right. Have plenty of units? Okay, all right. I'm laying here with saran wrap around my body. It's interesting. You should try it, Brian. You know, I have tried it. Every night I try it. That's how I go to sleep at night. Alright, I'm not too worried about these. Actually, yeah, let's, you know what? I am worried about those. Let's sell off a few of these guys. I know only 2 are expiring, but I'm gonna sell a few more than that. Alright, I'm still over the cap on these from when we had the sigil, the free sigil a while ago, so I'm not gonna sell that. But okay, it's looking good. Oh boy. Need another level up event to come around. I've got some champions to rank in the near future. Okay. This stuff, claim that later. We'll claim this first one, I guess. Guys, it's getting close to it, man. I mean, I mentioned it in the video today. If you didn't see the opening, I said, hey, I have to claim this stuff soon. I'm gonna hold out for another 2 days, because another 2 days is another alliance war. So the longer I could hold on to these things, the better. Also, these potions, they're going to be put in the overflow as well, and it'd be nice to carry those through to the potentially the next Abyss run or something. But in any case, I think I may have some moves to do in AQ. Potentially. We'll check on that first before hitting the old arena. Hang on. It always scares me when it lags a little bit when you hit the teleport button and it doesn't move. I'm like, oh god, do I hit it again? But what if it did register, and then when I move, because I hit something, it sends me some other place? So I just sit there for a minute. Right, easy, set it over, Buck. Easy, thank you, dude. Where is your message at? Saying, speaking of not getting Aegon, I finally got some luck out of the mutant / skill crystal. Pulled myself an Omega Red. All right, man. Sounds good, dude. Congrats. Congrats on the good fortune, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. Hector sent it over Buck as well, saying long time BG. What's up, Hector? First, happy freaking birthday. It's not my birthday. Turn 21? Question mark, exclamation mark. Can you please explain in detail how some boosts don't work well with suicides? I never understood that. Thanks. Okay, sure. So there's kind of two different ways to look at this. The first is the more obvious issue, and the issue that players really have with boosts and running suicides, and that's if you have a health boost, your willpower it only heals based off of your base health. They made this change a while back for Alliance War reasons, I believe, because they didn't want opponents in Alliance War having such crazy regen when you put a lot of debuffs on them. So they made the willpower healing go off of base healing. Speaking of willpower, totally gonna abuse that this fight. So yeah, they did that. But your suicides, it works off of your max health. So if your health goes up beyond its base, you will... Oh, jeez. Whoa, buddy! Almost killed me over here. Holy crap. Alright, I'm gonna need to hit your shield again. Wow, dude. Whoa. Alright, this fight just got real. I need to focus for a minute here, guys. Okay, get some more of that out. But yeah, if your base health goes up because of a boost, you take more damage from the suicides and you don't gain any more healing. So it actually just totally screws with the balance, and you no longer reach that near equilibrium that you normally get for running suicides with willpower. The other way that it kind of affects boosts and suicides, the way they kind of don't mix, is a less severe way. Dude, I'm getting hammered by this guy. I'm getting destroyed for some reason. I'm playing so poorly right now. This is a much less severe way, but it is still important to note, I guess, is that when you're running boosts, when you have, or if you're running suicides, you already have plus 60% base attack, right? So getting a bit more from boosts is not going to feel quite as impactful. It'll still add to your damage. Certainly will add to your damage, but you don't always notice as much. Like if you're not running suicides and you pop some attack boosts, you'll notice it more so. That extra firepower they now have. Alright, hold on. I need to focus for this last bit of this fight here. Shouldn't push him to an L3. We should be good. God, this should have been a full yellow bar fight. Instead, I barely made it back up to 73%. Jeez. I hope that answers your question, though. It's mostly the health thing. That's annoying, you know? The attack, you still get it. It's just not quite as impactful. All right. Rip 93-4 sending over 5. Rip. Thank you, dude. Saying BG, you have to wake up to the real world. People have sex and kill each other. That's the real world, not some magical feelings place. Ah, this is a psych quote right here. I don't remember which episode. Let me think. Let me rack my brain for a minute here. I think it's Last Night Gus. Is it that one? I think he was talking about losing his psychic powers or something like that. If I'm right, let me know. Either way, let me know. If I'm wrong, let me know which episode it actually is. Steady Wake so I could see you. I'm proud you went grocery shopping and brought groceries and not junk food like your 17-year-old self would have done. Thank you. Oh, wait. You already said it. Season 5, Feet Don't Kill Me Now. Son of a... Alright. Well, rip. I gave it a shot. Alright, Tage. By the way, Rip 93-4. Thank you very much for the 5, dude. Alright, Tage sending over a couple as well. Tage, thank you, man. Saying Void worth a generic and rank 5 need to do 6.3. Yeah, absolutely. Void is one of the most generic worthy champions that has ever existed and will ever exist. The dude, he is such a beast when awakened and nearly useless when unawakened. So yeah, man, absolutely worth awakening, ranking up, all that, man. If I could do more, let me put it this way. I have a Void that is Sig 200 and rank 5, and if the game would let me increase his power more, I would jump at the opportunity. Like if they were just like, hey man, we know Sig stones are hard to come by, but we're gonna increase the cap. We're gonna allow you to go over 200. Dude, I would put him into Void so fast. Worth it, man. Worth everything possible. But dude, thank you very much for the 2. Good luck in your 6.3 excursions. Black Seraphim sent it over 2 saying, hey BG, can you tell my mom, Ms. Johnson, hello? Hello, Ms. Johnson. Sorry, I said it like Gus, which is half creepy, but yeah. What's up, Mama Black Seraphim? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're both doing well. Hope your recovery is going well. Thank you very much for the 2. Baldy Kids. What's up, Pixie Bell? Saying open a dual class crystal and got 5-star man thing. Is he good? Someone I watch on YouTube keeps saying he is awesome, but I don't know. Thoughts? You put the tangent emoji after. Are you just assuming that I'm going to go on a huge tangent about man thing? Because you pulled man thing? Well, you're right. Okay, let's start from the top. First off, no, just kidding. You probably heard me talk about man thing enough, actually. He's good. He's not insane. He's just pretty good. He's fun to play, but almost like a hard requirement of high-level Mystic Dispersion. Otherwise, you're probably not going to have fun with him. But if you have that, I really enjoy him. I think he's super cool. Hector sent over another bug saying, thanks, BG. I'm not sure if it's because it's so late, but to be honest, I didn't really understand the first part. And that's always the issue. Do you mind repeating it? But like, I'm 5 years old. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, I can handle that. Wait, hold that thought, though. I will get back to that in just a minute, because it might take me a second here. And someone just sent over 50 bucks. Whoa. I don't know exactly how to pronounce your name. Is it Zinho Z? That's not an, that's an I, right? Or what character is that? I don't even know. Yeah, it's an I and then an N, right? Slightly different. Yeah, Zinho Z, dude, thank you very much for the super generous 50, man. Very kind of you saying, hey BG, stopping by to show your channel some love. That is a very generous amount of love. Thank you again. Saying my apologies. I was going to do it yesterday, but fell asleep waiting for you to stream. Hey, man. No apologies needed, man. Thank you again. Saying thank you, Laura, for stopping by my buddy's channel, Imbalanced, subbing, and showing love. Well, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. That is very, very kind of you. And yeah, if you guys want to check out Imbalanced and show that channel a little bit of love, something tells me it would be most appreciated as well. So, dude, thank you very much once again, man. All right, let me explain this. Let me try to explain this again for Hector. Okay, let me put it this way. When you have willpower, no matter what your health goes up or down to, like your maximum health, right? Let's say, well, hold on. Let me look at anime for this, actually. Actually, no. We'll do it in game. I don't need anime for it, but you'll see why in a minute. I was going to go to anime. Let's go look at the 8th wonder of the world, which is, of course, Man-Thing. And if we take a look at Man-Thing's health, he's got nearly 40,000, right? Let's just round it to 40,000. So think of that number, 40,000, right? Lock that in your brain. Willpower, when you're suffering from a debuff, is going to regenerate a portion of your health. Let's just call it 1%. I think it's 0.7, and then you get a little bit of padding from the recovery mastery. But anyway, let's just say willpower heals you for 1% of your health every second, right? Now, if you boost up and you're able to take this Man-Thing's health to like double, basically, if you get up to like 80,000, hold on, I actually skipped a step. I'm sorry, man. This is gonna confuse things even more. All right. Let's figure out what 1% of 40,000 is, right? So it'd be 400. All right, so you're healing for 400 every second, right? If you boost up and you suddenly take Man-Thing's health to double it, right? He's at 80,000 max health. If you're suffering from a debuff, you're still only going to heal for 400 a second. You're still going to heal that 1% of the base health, not your boosted health. So you're only healing for 400. Now, on the flip side, the suicide masteries work differently. Let's say the suicide masteries deal 1% damage to you. So again, you're taking, you know, if we look at 40,000 as a baseline, you take 400 damage a second. But when you boost up, if you doubled your health, you would be doubling the amount of damage that you take. You'd be taking 800 damage a second. So the healing stays the same no matter what your health is. It's a constant. It's a percentage of your base health. And then if you boost up, you just end up taking more damage. So you can't recover it all because you're taking more damage, but you're not healing for more of it. I hope it made sense. There's probably a better way to explain it, but that's the best I could do off the top of my head. So I hope it made sense. If not, I might need to get a blackboard and some chalk, you know. Let me know. Eighth wonder of the world is Andre the Giant, BG. Don't be disrespectful. Was he actually nicknamed that? I know people have said that for a bunch of things. I didn't know if that was one of his nicknames. Has he said anything about gold crystal opening? I haven't opened them yet. I'll open them in the next day or two. Probably tomorrow. Man-Thing and double length. Wait, double health. Yeah. Don't take this. Don't get this dirty, man. We're just talking about Man-Thing and making Man-Thing feel good, alright? There's no need to take it into a dirty place. Yes, indeed, that was Andre's nickname? Okay. Got it. We'll have to go with Ninth Wonder then. Have you seen the unit story yet, BG? Actually, no, I haven't. We could check that out. We'll do that after this fight. I heard it's bad, though. I haven't seen it myself, but I'm pretty sure I saw someone in the Alliance chat say that they're not gonna get anything or something like that. So let me go check it out. We'll do it after this round. Yo, BG, have you been collecting the free 7-hour crystals? I keep forgetting, dude. I keep forgetting too. But yeah, I just claimed one like 3 hours ago or something. It is hard to remember, man. I am so used to looking at the home screen for the free daily and 4-hour crystals. I wish they just put them there, but what are you gonna do? Hey BG, hey chat, started my first week of college today. Hey man, online classes are interesting. Andrew, good luck with that, man. Speaking of school, we had a discussion in the Alliance chat about school. Got a couple teachers, couple people with kids and all that. But yeah, man, good luck. Hector sent over another 5 saying, thank you for taking the time, my man. I get it now. No need for the chalk and board. All right, cool, dude. Awesome. All right, let's go take a little look at the store here. But yeah, Hector, thank you for another 5. Let's see what we got. Okay, so it's just right here. Yeah, so these 5-star shards are 18 for 200. So even at the cheapest, it'd be 900 units for a 5-star, and of course the price goes up. But just even if you were like 200 shards away, yeah, I couldn't really recommend it. I mean, for a newer player, is this based on title or anything like that? I wonder for a newer player if this would be worth getting a stack of these. I don't think I'd recommend it. I'd probably recommend just being patient, you know, invest the units into masteries, but at least this is a little bit better, I guess. Oh, dude, for some reason I read the 6-star shards as 9 units for 200, and I was like, 9 units for 200? That's actually not bad. Maybe I'll get some of these. No, it's 90. Never mind. I'm good. Yeah, in the past I probably would have gotten the 6 stones up until they hit around 20 units in price, but the 6 stones, they're about to get there's about to be an update for them, right? They said they're going to add them to the solo events some point here. Sorry, I was just looking at some of these profile pictures actually. 1440. It's only 3 units. Is this worth it? Probably worth picking up like one of these. I don't think I'm gonna do it just out of principle of keeping my units, but the first pickup of these is, if you know, tier 4 basic costs like 75 units. Not that bad, I guess. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm gonna pass on it all. I don't know. There might be some things that are okay to pick up 1 or 2 of or something like that, but yeah, honestly, I'd rather just spend the units elsewhere. I'm good on all that stuff. What it do? Sending over a Canadian buck talking about a loony, saying between Venom the Duck and Sunspot as 4 stars, do I rank forwards for a new account? Who do I rank for as that? I would recommend Sunspot. He's a beast. They're both pretty good champions, but Sunspot, you know, that's who I used when I made a new account not too long ago, and dude, he is so good. It'll take, you know, it might take a little time to practice with him and stuff like that. If you're brand new to the game just in general, he might not be the easiest to play because it does require being able to pretty consistently parry. But that's kind of what you should be learning anyway. If you are new to the game, that's really like the best thing that you can learn. It'll take you through the entire game. It is an essential skill to kind of master. So yeah, the answer is for sure Sunspot on that one, I'd say. But they're both pretty good champs, and you know, if you wanted to rank up Venom the Duck after, if you didn't pull anyone else that you were interested in, he's certainly not a bad rank up. So yeah, man, thank you very much for the buck. Hope that helps. Hector sent over another buck as well, saying, now when it comes to dexterity mastery, is the critical rating buff worth it at all? 0.2 to 0.7 seconds seems not enough. How would you use that? Like launch a special immediately after dex? Occasionally you can do that. The animation has to be very quick though. Like Storm, like OG Storm or Cap Infinity. Usually like those single hit, just super quick champs. They can take advantage of something like that. I normally only run 1 point in it, unless you're really just trying to squeak out as much damage as possible, especially if you need to pick up Mystic Dispersion and you don't care about getting stunned. You know, if there's no stuns in a quest that you're doing, and you don't need Limber or anything like that, then it could be good to pick up. But in most cases, I do recommend putting points in other masteries. What is kind of cool about it is that that buff can be the duration can be extended by things like Hyperion's Sig ability. So you get a little bit more use out of it, but it is pretty quick. If you have 1 point in it, I think it's only your first attack. If you have 3 points in it, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 hits that you get. And of course, the actual crit rating itself goes up, so your chance to crit goes up pretty significantly. But yeah, it's in general, it's, you know, actually it's a really good budget mastery. I'll say that about it too. I was kind of talking about it from the perspective of having just an unlimited amount of units that you've already unlocked all the masteries and things like that. But honestly, if you haven't unlocked some of the really powerful masteries in this game, maxing out Dex is great. We're dexing all the time, right? And for just essentially a small handful of units to fill out the rest of the mastery, totally worth it. But yeah, if you have access to everything, I generally pick up other masteries instead, things that are a little bit more essential feeling beyond the first point, you know. Rob C sent it over 5. Thank you, dude. Saying, when you go on your tangents, I picture Charlie Day with the bulletin board trying to connect everything. Happy birthday. Love your channel. Dude, C Rob, thank you very much. Did I say Rob C before instead of C Rob? I'm not even sure anymore, but if I did, my apologies. But C Rob, thank you, dude. Dude, I love that episode. They throw that music in there. Oh, man. That's so good. Charlie, not only do all these people exist, but they won't stop talking about the mail. It's all they're talking about. Oh, man. All right, what it do? Sending over another buck. Saying thanks, dog. I kind of love Sunspot anyway. It's really fun to play. Yeah, man, he is super fun to play. Super fun to play, really powerful once you, I mean, it sounds like you already have a handle on him, but if you didn't, you know, he's really fun when mastered, basically. But dude, thank you very much for another Looney complete in the toonie. B Daniels sending over 10. B Daniels, thank you, man. Saying I've got 110k 5-star shards you can have. I'm tired of crying at your Aegon openings. Just tell Kabam to make it happen. I got your back, even though I still need beer. Oh man, all right. How many beers for your 5-star shards, dude? I owe you like, what, 2 or 3 at this point? How many would I owe you if you gave me 110,000 5-star shards? Probably a lot. Probably quite a bit. B Daniels, what are you saving yours for? Are you saving them for a featured crystal, a future featured crystal or something? 'Cause that's quite a few to have stashed away. Quite a few indeed. But dude, thank you very much for the 10. Once you reach level 60, I think maxing out the Wisdom Mastery is a good choice. Or a Plexian. Do not steer these people in the wrong direction, man. What are you doing? Why? The Wisdom Mastery. I do love Wisdom, though. Speaking of extended buff durations, we finally had a flow war again today. Interesting. So I got to bring Guardian. It was like every opponent had placed with no Limber. It was a great bonus for Omega. Omega stun durations. Nice, dude. It's awesome. Whoa, Hector, you sent over another 45? Dude. That's super generous of you. Thank you, man. Saying, thanks for answering my questions. As always, BG, good luck getting Aegon. Wish you the best in life. Catch you on the flip side. Okay, man. Well, dang, dude. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. The other Hector's in here saying that's not me. Oh, it's not? Oh, dang. I thought it was you the whole time. Oh, man. But no, Hector, seriously, man, thank you very much. Super generous. Anytime you got questions, you know where to go, man. But thank you, dude. What a do, sending over another buck as well, saying the most satisfying thing is when you pop the special 2 and it just demolishes any opponent's health. Yeah, dude, for sure. Absolutely. You know, I mentioned in my opening today, I wouldn't mind pulling a Sunspot. I really wouldn't, but the game doesn't really want to give me a Sunspot either. It worked out so perfectly on the McFabio account, though. I can't say it enough. I just wanted a different champion to play with, and that was the different champion. That was the champion I had no experience with, no knowledge of, and got to play him every day for that week, and I kind of miss it. Like you said, dude, those special 2s, you just rain fire from the sky and just blow up the opponent instantly. It's awesome. You do so much damage, you just don't expect anyone to survive it. It's incredible. Plus Guardian just absolutely wrecked a Guillotine 299 and Sinister Minis. Nice, dude. I was put on backup last war. I was done with war. I mean, I was still paying attention just in case. But I was done with war. I did 2 fights, and I was done with war in like the first hour. It was incredible. Felt awesome. I was just a cheerleader. Felt great. Just bring McFabio back? Well, the thing is, even if I brought McFabio back, he hit content that I can't even take my Sunspot in. The game won't let me, man. I tried. I was trying to, you know, trying to push for that Cav title, and if they let me bring in Sunspot, I think I could have done it. If you get a Sunspot next, Crystal, I'll dono. All right, man. Because he said that, I'm definitely gonna do it. B Daniel, send over another 10 too. Man, the generosity today. Thank you so much, everyone. But B Daniels, thank you. Saying I only need 5 stars in the basic, 1 being Kamala. So figured why not save until 2 mil and then open a ton for a champ I want. Also, it'd be 3 beers. So you're still free to play. Still, wait, see, still got your back. Oh, wait. You're saying, You're saying I could have your shards for free so that I can keep my free-to-play status? Thanks, man. Dude, that's gonna be crazy. Having 2 million shards, if you make it that long, that'd be pretty nuts, dude. I feel like 1 million is maybe achievable. 2 million, dude, the temptation has to get so nutty once you hit a million. I mean, dude, I'm a crystal hoarder by nature, and when I start to get up there in even just like 50, 60, 100,000, like, dude, I don't want to wait anymore. I want to pop those things. What happened with the McFabio account? He's just chilling, just relaxing on an island somewhere off the coast of New Jersey. What a do, sending over another Canadian buck. Thank you, man. Saying one last thing, running out of money, but I hit Maestro when he was at 57%, and every hit was a critical, so it killed him. First special 2, my favorite moment in MCOC by far. Dang, dude. That's pretty awesome. You're just in the essentially the most difficult fight, Vact 4. Don't even have him down below half, and then you pop an L2 and just lights out, huh? Yeah, man, that sounds pretty satisfying for sure. Good stuff, man. Stroke by Saber sent over another buck as well, saying BG in chat, advice for the easy path of Abyss, Human Torch, Doom, Nick Fury, Heimdall, and Corvus, or Guillotine 2089, Void, She-Hulk. Man, I mean, I did it, but I don't remember all the fights off the top of my head. Torch, Doom, Nick Fury, Heimdall, and Corvus. Trying to think of any issues you'd have with those champions. I don't know how good Guillotine is. I heard she wasn't that good. Is MSD in here? I feel like MSD is the Abyss expert, especially with Aegon-less teams. I don't think I saw him tonight, though. I don't know how much I could help on this one, man. The thing is, I loved using Void. I really loved using Void. I think if it were up to me personally, I would probably use Void over Torch, but also from what I hear, Torch may have been easier to take out, like Mephisto and stuff like that, so maybe that's just a bad call, and maybe that's just my own love, my own bias for Void talking. I don't know, man. I feel like the top team that you mentioned maybe just is the way to go. I don't see any issues that you'd have with those champs. Actually, the only issue I see is that for just like the really high health pool fights, I'm not sure which champion you'd use. You have a lot of high DPS, well, or you have some high DPS champions in that list, but you know, some of them kind of shorter fight ones like Corvus. I guess Nick Fury wouldn't be too bad in the long run, just ending with lights if you're in his second life. I'd probably just go with the top team. Hard to say though, man. Hopefully other people are chiming in, because my limited experience is kind of all I got. B. Daniel sent over another buck as well, saying so only about another 19 months. Okay, got 100k in under a month, so only about another 19 months. Is that it? Oh, easy. Okay, good luck, man. Thank you for another buck. Crazy, dude. Good luck. Tablet I had for 3 years recently broke. Now I'm watching on my phone. RIP, dude. Sorry to hear it. Seems like Big Red, Roboto, maybe some others talking a little wrestling. A little wrestling. Got 9 fights the last one, so it's pretty nice. Pretty much always on middle mini duty since it's usually Nick Fury and Core got Mixmaster. Mostly have those fights down pretty easy. Nice, Abdo. Those are toughies. UG just recently got uncollected a few days ago. Congratulations, Freddy. But I'm not too sure what to do now because I want to do something I can progress with, but I can't do 5.3 yet because I don't have any Mystic. Okay. Well, make that your next focus with the dual class crystals, I would say. So you might have to sit tight until you kind of, you know, get a champion that can do that. The other thing to look towards would be the variant difficulties. If you have like a strong tech champion, let's say, then variant 3, I would say, you know, it might seem super difficult, and it may be. It's possibly may just not be ready for it quite yet, but you could at least give it a try. Variants 3, 4, and 5 are pretty much the ones to go to first. Mystics will also help you in variant 5 when you go for those crystals and stuff, but for now that might be what you have to do. Oh, you're level 43 right now. Okay, yeah, man, you're still super early in the game essentially. Even, you know, it's still so funny to think about, man. You could be playing this game for a long time. You know, even people have been playing this game for like a year. I'm like, oh man, you just started. Just because so many of us have been playing like years at this point, you know. But yeah, man, you've done a lot in those levels. Might be just time for a little breather. You know, focus on the temporary monthly event quest content, things like that, and then go for you know, go for Mystic 5 stars in order to keep progressing, kind of thing. Oh, you have Aegon, but unawakened. Okay. Yeah, that's... Could always wait to get Aegon awakened, but yeah, I also understand just wanting to hop in there. American Gods sending over a buck. American Gods, thank you very much. Saying, hey man, me and fiance watched all 10 hours of Bis Run this weekend. Epic. Also, on a personal note, I am on strike on using my Aegon until you pull yours. Wow, dude, the solidarity. I think everyone should join me on this. Listen, man, as much as I want Aegon, as much as I appreciate that, I don't want anyone else to go through the torture of not having an Aegon. If they have them. There's many of us. It's not just me that's been unlucky with Aegon. I'm sure there are many of us that just have not pulled this guy yet. But for those of you that have pulled him, it's okay. Use your Aegon. Stand proudly behind that that one-armed beast of a man, the original contest champion. Maybe that's what it is, dude. Dude's pissed that I took his name.
Man loves beef.
He is the actual contest champion. I'm just some wannabe. That's probably what happened, man. But yeah, dude, thank you very much for the buck. Shout out to you and your fiance. Corey sent it over a buck as well, saying, Brian, mother-loving Grant. How the hell are you, brother? Or should I say that in like a wrestling way, since there was some wrestling talk going on? How the hell are you, brother? You're right. You are going to body slam Andre the Giant at WrestleMania. Wow. But enough about you. Let's talk about how it's your birthday and I didn't get you a gift. Will a can of baked beans be good? I mean, yeah, that was top of my list of requested gifts, so I'd say this pleases me. Yes, I will gladly accept your can of baked beans. Oh man, Corey, thank you very much for the buck. You're nuts. It's not my birthday, but Thank you. Yo, BGs, they're gonna be another boss rush. I think so. I think there's 5 regular ones and then a mega rush or something like that, right? Is that how it works? I haven't even stepped foot in a single one of them yet. Oh man, I really need to do something about it. I need to do some day streams. I gotta do the boss rushes. I gotta do variant 5. I gotta do my homework. I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it's the right thing to say. Corey, we have another Corey. Corey Palmer sending over a super generous 20. Thank you, man. Dude, the generosity tonight. This is crazy. Thank you very much. Saying, I was in here a few months ago telling you that I wanted to quit because of my trash pulls. Then I met my alliance in your chat and went on to pull 5-star Cap, Infinity, Quake, Stealth, Spidey, Colossus, and Silver Surfer. Dude, all right, man. Got some super strong champions in there. That's awesome. Also, gold crystal opening. Yeah, I'll probably open that stuff tomorrow. I'm thinking. How close am I to 2 million battle chips? I'm not that close. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just do it tomorrow. You know, I probably should have, not that it matters, but for videos, it's sometimes nice to have like an even number, you know? Because now if I put 2 million battle chips in like the thumbnail or something, well, it's a lie, so I can't do that. It brings down my clickbait abilities. So I should have saved them. I shouldn't have popped open like a random 3 and 4 all these nights and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll probably pop those tomorrow. The gold crystals, the battle chips, all that stuff. Yeah. All right, so let me think about this. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Yep. Okay. So I'll probably pop all that stuff open. We have another week left on the side event quest, right? 'Cause I have to do that too, man. Oh, so much. I have to do that. I have to do variant 5. Have to do the boss rushes. So I'm thinking tomorrow probably won't be day stream, but then after that we'll probably have day streams like every day, man, throughout the weekend and all that. And probably just knock out as much of this content as possible while still having this buff active to try to squeak out a little bit of extra gold. Make sure I'm not missing out on any of the rewards, you know? So I'll probably do that. But dude, Corey, thank you very much for the once again, very generous 20, man. BG had quite a productive day. My level 47 account. Pulled 5-star Angela from a legendary crystal, Mephisto from science and mystic crystal, and 4-star Colossus from an incursion crystal. All right, man. Some solid upgrades for your level 47 account for sure. I want to grind a lot this week and haven't done much so far. Day streams for the rest of the week, please. Abdo, it's like I was reading your mind, or maybe you were reading mine. But yeah, dude. Also, you have over 76 million gold. Wow, dude. And you're just putting it out there like that? You're about to get mugged. There's some people out there that even with the gold boost, they're still hurting, man. Watch your back, Abdo. might be coming for your gold, dude. All right. That arena's looking good. A couple more rounds of the 6 stars, and they're up tomorrow, and that should be covered. Let's change arenas. Tom sent it over. Buck Tom, thank you very much. I am afraid to read your message. Let me see. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? See one at Pixie. That can't be it though, right? Brian, quit ignoring me. I'm not Pixie. Wow. Brian, what type of shoes do frogs wear? Open-toed. Ugh. This is why I ignored it. Boo. I actually didn't ignore it. I didn't see it, but if I saw it, I would have. Boo. I wouldn't have, but still. Terrible, dude. Take a lap. Get out of here. You doing uncollected arena crystals? Yeah. Uncollected arenas. Always uncollected arenas. BG been grinding arena and nearly up to 1 million points for 5-star shards. Got 8850 shards and getting a dual tech and cosmic crystal tomorrow, hoping for a Venom because he's my favorite champ. Well, good luck, dude. I hope you get him. I love Venom too. He's definitely among my favorites. He's in, I don't know exactly where he is, but easily in my top 10. Ryan, why are planes? Oh, see? Now you got me in the habit of reading your messages again. Why are planes so hard to see? Because they are disguised. Disguised like the skies? Is that... Or is it something else that I'm not getting? If that's it, this is terrible. Tom. In, damn it. Okay, maybe that's why it didn't make so much sense, because the word in was supposed to be before disguise. Either way, terrible. Boo, dude. Boo. American God sending over another buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, just an FYI, the Halls of Fortune was bugged for me today, and I was able to explore the hard difficulty 3 times. Whoa. 650k gold for 5 revives. Can't complain. Dang, man. Interesting. I'm actually in the Halls of Fortune at the moment. I wonder if we can check on that. I think I have enough energy to complete it at this point. You might have just lucked out and quite literally struck gold on that one. But dude, thank you very much for another buck. Stroke of my saber sending over another buck as well, saying, hey BG, everyone's excited to be at our autopsy club today. Really? Or club this evening. It was open mic night. What? Appreciate the advice. Gotta go grind that arena. Had to say a joke for Tom the King. Ugh. You didn't, though. That's the thing. You really didn't. You said you did. Well, I think it would have been okay if you didn't. Boo, dude. Boo. Actually, I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough energy to finish this. Now I'm looking at it, my energy's dropping quick. Poobita Great sending over a buck as well. Poobita Great, thank you very much. Saying, what's up, BG? How you doing this evening? I'm doing great, man. Hope you are too. What do you think about the incursions update? I gotta read more about it. We can take a look. It was in an in-game message, right? We'll take a look after this quest, because I didn't really get a chance to go through it. Big Red, what's up, dude? Saying, BG, who would you say are in your top 5 champs in AQ? Kind of testing the waters here, and I need the advice of an expert. Really? You have to put it in quotes? Okay. Sustainable champions with some sort of immunities are basically the champions you want to use for anything like map 6 and lower. Once you get to map 7, it's very specific based on the path that you're going up against. Sometimes you cannot really get through unless you have a certain damage type, or you can apply debuffs to the opponents, things like that. So map 7 is kind of in its own category, but we can talk about the champions for the other. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be just short, huh? Not gonna make it. Okay, well that's all right. Let's look at that in-game mail. But some of my top champs, I would say, I really like King Groot right now. Not everyone is going to be with me on that, but I do like him. Corvus, if you're running Suicides, Corvus is king of AQ. Not even because of the ability to kind of pause and time out and cheat death and all that. I'm just talking about the high damage output and a little bit of sustainability, healing off the start of the fight before your bleed goes away, things like that. And just powering through it, getting through it so quickly. It's really helpful. Some other good ones, Claire, I really like. Claire having that healing is and the immunities and all that, really good stuff. You know, it's been a while since I've done anything except for my kind of assigned paths in map 7. If you guys want to toss out some champions that you guys find useful, that might be the best way to handle this. And think about some of the top AQ champs. Who do you guys all use? I've been on the same path for so long. I basically use King Groot throughout the entire week, every week, pretty much. All the kids, your episode is on. SpongeBob meeting Kevin from the Jelly Spotters. Oh, man. What a good episode. All right, here we go. Changes to incursions. This is good. We don't have to look at the forums. Okay. Ultron's incursions continue to evolve to match the skill of our talented summoners. Excellent. Here's just some of the areas that will be updated. Wait, these probably don't have the details. Yeah, we probably do have to go to the forums. Okay. Hold on. Actually, guys, give me just 1 minute. Sorry, I'll be back. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. There was a spider that I caught out of the corner of my eye. Had to make sure I didn't get eaten alive. It's taken care of, don't worry. Yuki sent over 5 while I was gone. Yuki, thank you very much. Saying, hey Brian, I have an important question for you. If you had to choose, would you prefer to have your elbows or knees bending the other way? Elbows, dude. Easy question. My back is always itchy, dude, and it's so annoying trying to reach around and get the... Oh, dude. Always itchy. I would totally have my elbows bend the other way, and I'd be completely fine with it. Totally. Yuki, thank you very much for the 5. Black Seraphim sent it over 2 as well, saying, now that mom is gone. Something about playing Connect 4, I think. Or no, maybe it's like the patty cake thing. I think that's what we're talking about. So it's something involving touching. I'm not gonna read it though. Why, dude? Why? Black Seraphim, damn it. Thank you very much for another 2. Okay, let me see. Do we probably do have to go to the forums to see like the exact update, right? But all right, here's some of the things that are being updated. Updated milestone rewards, top room rewards, incursion story rewards, buff pools, champion pools. New highest tier, existing tiers 1 through 7 moved up 2 through 8. Okay. New sector 8, new Ultron zones with Ultron appearing every 5 zones, map changes and more. Let me go to the forums. See if we can get a quick overview of the changes here. I don't want to spend too much time looking around, but oh, I think I found it. Okay. Ultron's domain gets an upgrade this September. Okay. So the higher difficulty thing, we'll have to see how that goes, but I'm assuming it'll be fine. Some better, it sounds like some better rewards for higher difficulty. That's all good. Skim through this to the third milestone. Earn all 3750 artifacts. You'll need 18,000 points. Hit 6 milestone. Okay, you should be able to hit all the artifact milestones by getting to Zone 5 and Sector 8. Sounds pretty simple. Rewards. Sector 8's top zone rewards go up to 25. Who's doing that though, man? Why do they even bother putting rewards up to 25? Craziness. And include 2,000 6-star shards, lots of 5-star shards, tons of gold, and a bunch of artifacts too. Okay, so we're getting some 6-star shards. Good update. Minor increase to shard rewards been made. Okay. Let's see, store update. Starting September 8th, we're updating the refresh timers on all store items to 90 days. So they match the cadence of the incursion's 30-day events. What are they now? Is it not 90 days now? Thought it was. Guess not. New tier 1 will unlock 2 new store options. Summoners can spend 32k artifacts to purchase 2,000 6-star shards. That's a lot for 2,000 6-star shards. 32,000 artifacts for just 2,000. Up to 3 times per 90-day cycle. I gotta think about that. It doesn't sound like it's a lot. We'll now be able to purchase 2 of each 5-star incursion crystals. I'll probably just keep going for the 5 stars. Even though I want 6 stars more than I want 5 stars right now. That just sounds like it's a lot, and it's nice target. It's nice being able to target 5 stars. I gotta think about that one. We'll see. Maybe I'll go for the 6-star shards. Anyway, Ultron zones. Every 5 zones, summoners will now encounter an Ultron zone. These theme zones will consist of Ultron drones along the paths. Oh, this is something that people kind of mentioned before. For a place with Ultron in the name, didn't really have too much Ultron representation, right? Okay, these theme zones will consist of Ultron drones along the paths, with Ultron or Ultron Classic taking the boss spot. In addition to the pool of nodes, the Ultron bosses will also have specific local node. Alright, I don't remember what all these are, but okay. New champions added. Yikes. Hello Mojo, goodbye your incursion run. New buffs. Oh, these are like nodes, right? Shouldn't have said buffs. When I see buffs, I'm thinking that's buffs that I can get on myself. Like the hacks. Okay. You know, it just seems like a pretty standard incursion update, kind of just progressing along. Don't see anything too crazy, but oh wait. Champion swapping will no longer require summoners to fight the first encounter with the link buff. Oh, this is really good, actually. I do remember hearing this being talked about. Instead, summoners will be choosing between swapping a champion or picking a common buff. Yeah. Someone had mentioned this. We're also adding a second boss treasure node once every 5 zones, allowing summoners to either bolster the team's strength with a second rare hack or use the opportunity. Oh, so you can heal and buff? Oh, that's actually really nice. Yeah, it's I don't know, it seems like a good update overall. Not much to complain about other than I don't know about the 6-star shards. If that's actually worth it or not. I gotta think about that some more. But seems like good updates to the incursions. It feels like they'll be more fun, which is good. All right, wait. B. Daniel's signing over another 2 saying tweet, tweet. Sure. What do we got on the Tweeterverse? Let's see. It's a good thing I waited to open the gold crystals. It's almost out. Also, the ISO stash is looking good. I mean, crystal stash. Yeah, you were hurting, so that's good. You now have 25 mil, so excellent. And yeah, hard to see. This is probably pretty small for you guys. I don't know, but there's 110k right there. Craziness, dude. Absolute craziness. All right, we still don't have the energy for this quest. I'm gonna be about 10 minutes away from it. Have to come back. Stunky the Colorful Beaver. What a name. Nice to meet you. Sent over a buck saying, Beaver, if a slap slaps, what's slaps if not a great slap? I have no idea what you're talking about. It seems like slapping slaps is the best slap for slap. Good day. Want to hear a joke? Great. Wow. 2 cows are in a field. There's no D there, so feel. And one says, moo. The other one replies, I was about to say that. Happy birthday. See, these messages are getting weirder by the day. Stunky the Colorful Beaver. What is happening to you? Your messages, dude. Crazy. But thank you very much for the buck. Great to meet you, Stunky. BG just got here. What's the 6-star shards update in incursions? So there's 2, I think. One comes from the top milestones, which is great because that's just like, hey, if you're doing incursions, well, now you get some 6-star shards. But I don't think it was that many. I don't remember the amount that you got from that. And then you could trade artifacts for 6-star shards. I think it was 32,000 for 2,000, which is not much, but I don't know. It's kind of tempting just because it's like 6-star shards. They're they've slowly over time started to become a bit more available, especially if you do high tier alliance war. I feel like that's probably the biggest update that we've had in recent history, for like the high bracket or whatever you want to call it, Masters, Alliance War, and Platinum and things like that. But if you're not getting those, then 6-star shards still super hard to come by. And honestly, even if you are getting those things, it still feels like it's not enough. And because of that, it might be worth getting the 6-star shards out of the store. All right, wait, B. Daniels, did you send over another buck? You did. Saying in 30k 4-star shards, hence the stash. Yeah, dude, yeah. And of course, those 4-star shards will essentially be converted to 5-star shards because there's gonna be max sig crystals and oh yeah, the ISO. Okay, now I see what you mean. The ISO stash. Yeah, man, you clarified it, and it still took me a minute to get it. B. Daniels, thank you for another buck. Usually, you think it's worth maxing 4 stars for variant 5? Good question. Tough one to answer. For most people, I'd probably say no. Also, please don't spam, because now I just noticed that same message is like 5 messages above the one that I'm actually reading. So, and then there's one right below Abdo's super chat, which I'm going to read in a second. So please don't spam. But I'm going to answer your question anyway. For most people, I'd say no, just because variant difficulties, they're balanced around higher ranked 5-star champions. I'd say variant difficulty is balanced around rank 4 or rank 5. 5 stars. So a 554 star is gonna feel kind of underwhelming in the content. You can get away with it if you're patient, if you're careful. By patient, I mean like patient fighting, knowing that the fights are going to take longer. But really, it's kind of the opposite of that. You're kind of impatient to not wait for the 5 stars if you really just want to try to rush through and get it done with 4 stars. But for most people, I'd say not worth it. Wait until you have the right 5-star champion, especially with the ability that we have today to target certain class types, which will allow you to increase the chances of getting a good champion to use in variant. For most people, it's not going to be a good idea to max out 4 stars specifically for the variants. Now, if there's people in the chat wondering, hey, are 4 stars still worth it at all then? If they're not worth it for the variants. Well, 4-star champions are still great for like Act 4 and Act 5 and apparently the Summoner Showdown. But yeah, anything beyond Act 5 and 4 stars do start to drop off pretty harshly. All right, Abdo saying last 2 please, pay loan. Okay, let me see, last 2. What do we got, Abdo? Well, when you consider that a 5-star is like 22k shards for most likely 275 6-star shards, then 10k more incursion shards for 1725 more 6-star shards is a great deal. But is that the right way to consider it? Hold on, let me read the part 2 of your message first. You do need to think about that because it's an obviously good deal, dingus. Okay, well, let me introduce the counter argument to this obviously good deal, Abdo. Sig levels. There's a ton of 5-star champions where, dude, I just want some Sig levels on them. We're gonna get more Sig stones soon, as promised by Kabam. But I don't think we're ever gonna get enough Sig stones that I'm gonna be satisfied and able to, you know, Sig up every single champion that I want to rank up and things like that. There's just no way. There's too many champions. It's 200 Sig levels per 5-star. There's so many champions that need high Sig level in order to feel good when you play them. So you are giving up a lot of Sigs over the long run to get an additional 6-star. It might still be worth it. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I got to think about it some more. That's all. To me, it's not completely obvious, you know? Ha! You finally pronounced Pelon correctly. Well, yeah, because you typed it out as Paylon. But yeah, I really do have to think about that one. Also, you could consider a 5-star dupe as 275 6-star shards, but eventually it'll be 550 when you do have more champions sigged up and you start getting max sig crystals and stuff like that. So obviously 2000 is still more than 550, but it's something. All right, American Gods sending over another buck as well. Thank you, dude. Saying, Legend Store question. I have 1,000 tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals. Should I trade them in for 20 tier 4 class catalysts, or is it a bad deal? It feels like a bad deal. To be honest, I like the fragment crystals more than the regular crystals. So it's an equal trade, I think, right? Because it's 50 tier 4 class catalyst fragment crystals for every tier 4. Just double checking the math. Yeah. So it's an equal trade, but you're basically just converting them into the fully formed version instead of all the fragments. The reason why I like the fragments better is because you're more likely to end up with kind of an even spread. It's more predictable. If you have tier 4 class catalyst crystals, I mean, if you pop open 1,000 of them, you'll probably get a relatively even spread. But if you're just looking to get, like, let's say 2 tech catalysts, right? You're trying to rank up a fresh new warlock or ghost or something like that. You want to get 2 tech catalysts. You could get them out of 2 crystals, or you could not see a tech for 20 or 30 crystals if you're unlucky. And that's just kind of the nature of those crystals. But the fragments, more than likely, you're gonna get about 2 of each class type along the way to getting your 2 4 tech. And it's just, for me, it's easier to prepare for. It's easier to get my inventory set up to handle it that way. So yeah, I'm not doing that conversion. Maybe some people would just rather have those things stashed up because they're tired of seeing so many fragment crystals and it's annoying to pop them open or something, but otherwise it's not something I really recommend. My freaking ears when hearing you say Pelon wrong every time. Well, Pixie Bell, blame Lakers bodyguard, because I mean, I shouldn't say that, I guess. He tried to tell me how to say it the right way, but I just can't. And he's the one that started saying it in the first place. Budanos, did you send over another buck? You did, saying, okay, everybody, I'm out. Time's for sleep. Hashtag tangents put me to sleep. All right, man, have a good one. Past the do, sending over a buck. Where's your last? Thank you very much. Your last one is thoughts on there being either an indicator on the champions or at least a filter for max sig. I would love it, dude. That's something I've wanted for the longest. That's been a request of mine forever, dude. I would love it if they did that. Like, all they need to do is, you see that green star with the white circle around it? Just change the color of that star. So it's green when they're maxed out in level, but maybe it turns, I don't know. It doesn't really matter what color it turns, honestly. Change it to purple. Who cares? Change it to something. Give it a nice red or blue. Doesn't matter. Point is, that's all you got to do is change the star, maybe change the circle around it, change both of those things to make it really kind of pop and stand out that it's max sig. I wish they would do that, man. Absolutely wish they would do that. But yeah, man, thank you very much for the buck. Abdo sending over another 2 saying previous 2 again, por favor. Okay. Previous 2. Let me load in my next round of champs before I read this. You know who I'd rather have sig levels on? 6 stars. Yeah, that's fair. I don't even give a small rodent's poop. Really, dude? A small rodent's poop. About 5 stars sig levels except for brand new champs. And they aren't in the basics in a timely fashion anyway. Could be a difference between free-to-play and small sea mammal gaming experiences, though. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's a free-to-play versus spend thing. I think I just have a different perspective because there's not that many more 5-star champions currently that would be super helpful for me to rank up. You're right. The 6 stars, they're way more important. But I don't feel like it's that big of a difference in what you're getting for all the work. Like, I don't know, man. If it was more 6-star shards, if they gave you like half a 6-star, I wouldn't even be thinking about the 5 stars. But It's a pretty low amount of shards still at the end of the day. And here's the other thing too. Like, yeah, the newer champions, you're right. The sig levels for those champions matter more. But there's champion reworks happening all the time now. I mean, we haven't really felt it yet because it's kind of just getting started. Bam's just revving the engines on the reworks, but you know, pretty soon here, we're gonna actually like the idea of getting sig stones on Falcon potentially, or Gambit or Punisher 2099 or any of these champs that we previously just, like you said, didn't give a small rodents turds about, or whatever you said. That stuff's gonna matter soon, and I don't think there's gonna be any way to keep up with all that. Like, I don't know, man. It's just fun having champions maxed out, or close to it. That's the other thing too, is I don't even need them fully maxed out. If I could just get them, the majority of my champions upwards of, you know, like sig 100-ish, I'd feel good about that. Like, I don't even think that's possible for me to do. Probably not ever in this game. But if I can get at least within reach, so that if a champion did get reworked and I only had to slap, you know, 40 or 60 sig stones into them to be able to have a good time with them, like, that'd make me feel pretty good. But like I said, if it was more 6-star shards, I'd be with you for sure. And I might still go for the 6-star shards. I'm just saying I gotta think about it some more, that's all. Okay. Kubita Great sending over another buck as well. Where's your last? Oh, it's right there. Are you streaming Herald difficulty tomorrow? Also, when are you running Boss Rush? Tomorrow, probably not, but like oh, wait. Oh, it's Wednesday, huh? I did have a really good time using Sasquatch in the Herald difficulty. Maybe I will. Damn, dude. I was just gonna... Yeah, maybe I will. I honestly, I was thinking like this weekend would be more of when I was gonna hop back into the Herald stuff and all the other content that needs to get done, but yeah, maybe I'll just start it up tomorrow. There's so much to do in game right now, guys. It's crazy. It's pretty nutty. Yeah, I'll probably do it tomorrow. I want to use Sasquatch more. He's so fun. I'll do it. I'll even get to take off suicides because of placing defense. So I'll drop suicides. I'll do all the heralds that I can. Used to all those fights. We'll kind of speed through it as much as you can, at least. It'll still take a while to do, but yeah. I don't know what time. Probably sometime around 1 p.m.-ish Pacific. But yeah, man, thank you for the buck. Willie1084 sent it over too, saying Abdo and his butt pal can't read notes. Wow. I don't know exactly what this is referring to, but Abdo, your response? Willie, thank you very much. Not that I condone this kind of trash talking towards a highly respectable person of the community, but Abdo, you've been called out. Big Red said it over 5. Big Red, thank you very much. Saying Hunter's last. Okay. What is Hunter's last? Oh my god, your last one is actually at Big Red. Hey, Sugar Daddy. Wow, dude. Alright, hold on. Where is your actual last? Last BG after Tangent. I would have got there eventually. Alright, let me see. BG, crazy idea. What if Kabam added a mastery that increases a champion's Sig ability to its max equivalent of Sig 200 depending on the level of the points unlocked? A total of 200 has no effect unduped. How would that work? Would it just be a mastery that essentially for each point that you sunk into the mastery, it gave all of your champions additional sig levels? And if they were already at sig 200, then it would have no effect on them? Essentially trading off mastery points for sig levels or something like that. It's interesting. Honestly, my instinct says it's probably not good for the game, but maybe it is. Maybe it would be fine. It's certainly interesting. I can't deny that. Because ideally, you wouldn't have to put points in that mastery. Ideally, you still shoot for the sig stones to have your champion as powerful as they can be, and this way you don't have to sacrifice your mastery points. So the first thing I think about when I think of masteries is that it should introduce an interesting choice that you have to make. Right? That's why I like masteries, that you cannot get everything. You have to pick and choose what bonuses you want to add to your champions. And this certainly fits that, at least. It does so in a very different way. I don't think it would be I don't think it should take your champion to max sig. I think that's my only problem with it, really. It would have to be a reasonable amount of sig levels. It also might have to scale with your story progression, like your progression title. So like, if you got through Act 4, the mastery added sigs to 4 stars. If you're uncollected, 5 stars, Cavalier 6 stars, something like that. And it would probably have to be like 5 points and like 5 to 10 sigs max per point. Because it's pretty powerful if you think about it. Getting an extra 25 sigs on a I mean, maybe it'd be too early for 6 stars, actually. I'd kind of take it back. It would have to cap out at 5 stars, at least for now. Because sig levels on 6 stars, they're so hard to come by that it would just become the obvious choice. Everyone would have to put points in that mastery kind of thing. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It would be one of those things that if Kabam added it, well, first off, I'd be surprised, because that is something very different, and masteries also haven't been touched in a long time. But I don't think I'd be opposed to it. And there'd be certain builds that I run, certain champions that I run where I take advantage of, and certain champs that I wouldn't. So, yeah. Definitely an interesting idea. All right, Stunky the Colorful Beaver. Coming through with another buck. Oh, Stunky. Saying last 2 Pelon. Okay. Last 2. Beaver. Did you hear about the partner who was hospitalized? Reports say it was due to too many strokes. Oh, Painter. What did I say? I don't think I said Painter, did I? Either way, Lakers bodyguard. Ooh, dude, really? Terrible, man. Other one is BG. Do you like concerts? Amazing. So, do you know what concert costs 45 cents? Don't say it. Don't say it. I already know what's coming. A 50-cent concert featuring Nickelback. You're welcome. Lakers bodyguard. These were both awful. Terrible, dude. I hope you have a good pair of shoes on, because you're going to need to take several laps for these jokes. Boo. Boo. UG yesterday opened all 3,000 arena boost crystals to sell afterwards in greed of increased gold. It took me whole 3 hours to do so. Wow, dude. 3 hours. I hope it was worth it. I hope you got some good gold out of it at least. I don't even know how much those things sell for. That's a lot of time though. First minute to stream and 2 jokes, Heenach. I know, they were terrible ones too. I hope Lakers bodyguard is taking those laps. Usually, do you think rank 4 6 stars unlocking 4 bars of power could be a good idea? I don't think so. I think you could design a champion that has 4 bars of power and it would be something unique to that champion. But I don't necessarily think it'd be a good idea for all champions just across the board to have it. The reason is, like, certain abilities, they're kind of just balanced around like certain timings, you know? Oh my god, get out of my face, dude. So certain abilities, you're not really meant to be able to pop like a special 1 immediately after popping a special 3 or something along those lines, you know? Like it would just screw with too many things. Believe it or not, they would have to design abilities to be weaker as a result of having something like that, just to allow for the certain possibilities of things to happen. So if they designed just one specific champion from the ground up to have 4 bars of power, they just wanted to give it something unique, something different, then I think that'd be fine. But I think that's the only way to do it. VG, do you run Coagulate with Suicide Masteries? Yeah, right now I have 1 point in Coagulate. Sometimes I run more than 1, sometimes I don't run any at all. But right now I'm running 1. Speaking of Blue Cyclops, you should just invest all your Sig Stones into him and max Sig already, PG. It'll happen naturally. I'm not using the Sig Stones. Probably the next opening. It'll happen. Usually I don't run suicides, and some of the top mutants really need it, like Omega. Who do you think are the most effective without it? Namor is really good with both. This is in no particular order, by the way. Namor is really good with and without suicides. Omega Red, really good with and without suicides. I think Magneto will be too. I'm pretty sure he'll be good with or without suicides. Sunspot is great without suicides, probably worse with them. Omega Red isn't the worst champion without suicides. He's just someone that you wouldn't use all the time. There's plenty of situations where you can still make use of him even without suicides. Anytime there's any sort of bleed with the node or anything like that, or you just want to counter the reflective damage of a node, he could be really good for that. Yeah, I might be forgetting a champion or two, but I would say it's a pretty good list. The mutant class is pretty interesting in that you can kind of run either mastery setup for a lot of those champs and be fine. It's just a very powerful class overall, especially with the addition of Magneto, you know. It's just a game. Sending over to saying I miss you. It's just a game. Thank you very much. If you miss me so much, then why don't you come sit down next to me? I'm sorry, I made it creepy. I was like trying to make it a little bit creepy, But I think I made it too creepy. I took it too far. In my head, I was imagining myself sitting on a couch and like patting the cushion next to me, you know? Oh man, one step too far. But dude, thank you very much for the 2, dude. Definitely appreciate it, man. Can you play with me, Marvel Contest Champion? I can't. I'm sorry, man. Just to put it bluntly, I don't really play with anyone outside of Legacy, essentially. We team up and do incursions, but outside of that, pretty much just solo. I mean, outside of Alliance activities. But yeah, it's too hard. I would like to play with more people. And honestly, when the incursions were first announced, or back when they were called dungeons, I thought I'd be able to do that, but it's just too, like, this game is so time consuming that playing with other people, it kind of hurts more than it helps. It's fun sometimes, but yeah, outside of having like you know, an incursion partner, I mean, they don't need to be the same incursion partner every time, but it does help. That's why, it's one of the reasons why I suggested to Kabam to kind of open up the incursions and kind of have them be a team-based way to score arena points, essentially. This way, it would not be a negative experience to play with other people, and you could just have fun doing that and still get something out of it. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but if you guys have any like real life friends that play this game and maybe they're not quite as far as you in the game, maybe they're just starting out or something like that, and you know, you want to help them out, so you want to play incursions with them, or maybe they ask you to play incursions, and it's fun doing that, man. It's kind of what that game mode is meant for, right? You finally get a chance to play with your buddies outside of your alliance, but you're just not rewarded for it. I still think that's probably the single biggest thing missing from incursions. Is just, it doesn't really let you play with anyone you want. I mean, you can make that choice, but you're essentially choosing to not get rewards for your time. So you gotta love those Brian gents. Is that what the tangents are called? Real life friends, ha ha. I know, dude, it's crazy. Some people have them though. Having a single partner helps avoid diseases, guys. Wow, it's true. EG, should I consider initial completion on Variant 5? Have only rank 4 Venom as a 5-star option. Rest are 4 stars. You could try it. It might be pretty difficult for you. If it's too difficult, no worries. Back out. At least you know where you stand. You can go back in there later with some other champs. But did I just fight this same team? I just feel like deja vu here. Heimdall, Mephisto. Is the next guy about to be Hulk? This must be the same person. Okay. His real name is Grain Brandt. Something like that. But shh, don't tell people, man. If you tell them, they'll know. I am not a man. Okay. Man, woman, or whatever you want to call yourself. G, read last, please. Sure. Jennifer, where's your last? EG, rank 5 Tigra or Voodoo for new variant? And do I need Mystic Dispersion, and how much? I would say Voodoo over Tigra. I think Tiger's cool and potentially powerful and all that, but yeah, Voodoo just is one of the strongest champions for Variant 5. You don't need super high levels of Mystic Dispersion. I would say probably 3. If you can get 3 levels of Mystic Dispersion would be pretty good. It's not super expensive. It's a little expensive if you don't have any of it unlocked at all, but let me see. It is in total 35 cores. I think they're 30 units each, so about 1,000 units. Hopefully you already have first level or 2 unlocked or something like that to make it a little bit cheaper, but yeah, I'd say rank 3 Mystic Dispersion is probably a good place to have it. Hey BG, I have Guillotine 2099, unduped Nick Fury, and an unduped Omega Red. Should I rank 4 Guillotine or just wait for the dupes for Nick or Omega? Don't have much tier 2 alpha, so I can only do 1. Okay, let me see. Guillotine 29, unduped Nick, unduped Omega Red. I think going with Guillotine is fine. If you are able to wait and your heart is set on Nick Fury or Omega, then that's fine too. If you want to wait, but I would say Guillotine's probably going to have the most impact for your account right now out of those champions, so that's probably the way I'd recommend going. The only kind of exception to that is if you're, well, no, yeah, I would say, yeah, Guillotine would have the most impact for you now. And like I said, if you wanted to wait, that's cool, but there's nothing wrong with ranking up Guillotine. Ignored sad face. Your last one. Hi, how are you? Well, I'm good, man. There's lots of messages that don't get read, though. I hope you know that. There's a lot of people in here. I try to read as many as I can. Those messages, they do not help, though. How many units in gold do you expect to net off your 1.8 million battle chips? Gold, I don't know. Units, I'm expecting to get around 3,500. Maybe a tiny bit less than that. 34 to 3,500, something like that. If I got 3,500 plus, I'd be happy. If I came close to that, I'd still probably be happy, just because, you know, as long as you don't go too far below the average, it's fine. It's when you get those kind of crap openings where you're popping 10 over and over and seeing nothing but gold, that you're like, oh god, today is not the day for it. You know. So hopefully it ends up being a good opening. There's a game called City of Heroes, and you could sidekick your lower level friend and they would become 1 level lower than your character and do harder zones, so it's benefit to both people. I've seen other games do this as well. To be honest, I kind of have mixed feelings on that. To me, it's a little bit weird doing that, because I mean, I think the game gives you an option, right? I'm not sure if it gives you an option, but in other games, I think they do give you the option if you just want to like overpower and smash content for your friends super quickly, or if you want to like be the same level as them or something. Either way, I think Kabam, they don't necessarily have to do that, because we kind of already have that with like we can drop down. Let's say your buddy just started playing the game and they only have 3-star champions to work with. I mean, that's fine, you know. Everyone starts with 2s and 3 stars. Voice crack. Everyone starts with 2s and 3 stars. You know, I would gladly drop down to using 3 stars to help my friends, or 4 stars, or wherever they're at, if there was some sort of benefit to it. You know, some sort of like, obviously you couldn't make it too powerful, But just something, some kind of bonus. Right now, there's that like the little bit of shards that you get for leveling up with people, right? I think you can get it up to like with up to 4 different people. I think it's like 205 star shards and some crystals, something like that, man. But it's like that's too small of a bonus. The balance just doesn't feel like it's there. That's another reason why I always wanted to see battleships be part of it, or just contribute towards arena points, because then you don't have to worry about balancing the rewards, right? If you use 3-star champions with your buddy who's also using 3-star champions, well, then you're just contributing towards the 3-star milestones, the 3-star arena milestones. You know, I'm gonna do those anyway. Let me do it with my buddy. Same thing for the 4 stars. If you use some 4 stars, you know, let's put those points towards the arena milestones for 4 stars. All right, Rennie went up. Hopefully I didn't mess up your name too much, but Rennie, thank you very much for the loony. Last 2 before this one. Okay, last 2. Let me see. Oh, I already read the first one was about the City of Heroes. Okay, I didn't read the second one though. Hold on. I'll just read it again. There's a game called City of Heroes, and you can sidekick your lower level friend. They'd become 1 level lower than your character and do harder zones. So it's a benefit to both people. They would get an XP bonus from being sidekicked, and they could see what their character would be like at highest levels. Yeah, I mean, systems like that, like I said, I kind of have mixed feelings about it. You know, and you also did say it was an option. Okay, cool. It's for sure a cool concept, and it's kind of interesting that they did it that way. I don't know if I've ever heard of another game that kind of brings your friend's level up. Normally, it's the person who's higher level. I think they drop themselves down. Interesting. I guess the only real issue that I have with it is it kind of I'm definitely not one of those like RP type people, you know, role play where like you really do visualize yourself as the character and talk like you're in that world and stuff. Nothing against it. I actually think that stuff's super cool. I just have never done it, but I'm like 1 foot in the pool, 1 foot in the role play pool, where I do want to like have to go through the challenges to earn these levels and stuff like that, and to me that would be a little bit weird, just kind of being instantly granted this stuff, even if it's only temporary. That'd feel a little bit bizarre to me, but I kind of wish I played that game. I had a friend who I worked with. This was when I was kind of just started getting into PC gaming, and I hadn't played an MMO yet. And a buddy of mine was super into anything superhero related. Watched all the shows. This was like the only person that I really knew that was like just hardcore into this stuff. Was into all the games, the movies, the shows, everything, man. Like that's all they did, like entertainment wise, and they love that game. And I kind of wish I tried it just because it seemed like a cool concept for a game, at least, to kind of make your own superhero. But dude, thank you again for the buck. Definitely appreciate it. Big Red sending over buck as well. Big Red, thank you, dude. Saying, BG, me and Hunter were just discussing your plans for opening those collector crystals. Hope you don't make me wait like you do with those Valentine's Day crystals. Oh boy. Big Red. Tushar Nair said, dude, Big Red, it's probably gonna happen, dude. It's probably, I'm sorry, dude. they're probably not gonna get popped open until like the next crystal cleanup, man. I wish I could tell you otherwise, but I don't want to lie to you, man. It's probably gonna be a while. Two shot in air said over 100 rupees though. Thank you, man. Saying have a rank 2 6-star guillotine, rank 5 blade, invisible woman, ghost. What do you think would be the best champion for initial labyrinth run economically and team around it? So cross invisible woman off the list. I think she's just too difficult to play and keep up that max damage kind of play style of hers. So I'd cross her off the list. The others I think they're all valid options. I feel like the rank 2 6-star guillotine 2099 would probably be the best option though. From what I've heard from Legacy, I think Legacy was saying like he could basically do an itemless run with guillotine 2099. So yeah, I'd recommend that. Like I said, the others are fine too, but you already have guillotine 2099 ranked up and everything, so that's probably going to be the best. As for the best team to support guillotine 2099, that part I don't think I'm going to be able to help you out on. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to pop on over to Aunt May, and it's been a while since I even looked at her synergies. But guillotine 2099 is not a champion that I play. I have her kind of ranked up. Like she'll be max ranked as a 5-star at some point, but I haven't really even played her yet outside of like some initial testing in Realm of Legends back in the day. But let's see here, synergies. Yeah, this is probably pretty nice. For Labyrinth though, I don't know if you need that synergy where you're gaining 70% of bar of power when you hit an immunity. Here's some extra crit rating, but that doesn't really help, right? Because she doesn't crit. Some extra attack. This is probably the only synergy that actually matters. Having Proxima, or I'm sorry, Morningstar. Why do I always do that? Having Morningstar or the OG Guillotine on the team for 30% degen potency. This is probably the only one that matters. After this, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be good to have just like standard mutant team, or maybe a backup option, maybe an option for Maestro, since it can sometimes be annoying using a tech champion against Maestro because of Maestro's ability to regen. So maybe just having someone else to handle that would be good. I don't know what would be best. Actually, the mutant team wouldn't be that good because you're not critting, right? So, and a lot of the mutant synergy involves the crit stats too. So yeah, I can't really help you other than having that degen potency would be pretty solid. Maybe Nick Fury and that evade synergy or something. I don't know. Heimdall, actually, probably just having a Heimdall on the team, and then maybe just 2 other attack synergy champions, something along those lines. Yeah, man, good luck in your run. Big Red sending over another 5, saying, I love you and invest a lot of money into your bald cap company. It's true, you do. I appreciate it. It's the least you can do. Well, the least I can think of things that are even less if we really want. If we're talking like the absolute minimum. Oh, you know what? I wanted to do that quest. Let's pop on over to that quest. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to see the if you are able to get the gold again. I probably have to clear it all again, right? I was just curious if it showed up even, but I don't think we're going to be able to tell. But yeah, Big Red, you're killing me, man. I can't help it, dude. I'm a hoarder, dude. I think it's all I know and what I have to do. You're right, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. The Bald Cap Company appreciates it too. The Wig Foundation, all of it. But, I don't know, man. It's probably gonna have to be the next crystal cleanup. Just give me a timetable on when your next crystal cleanup is. Ugh. I'm killing you? No, sir. It's quite the opposite. Yeah. He spends it all on beans. He has an addiction. Well, hey. I don't deny it. Timetable. Next crystal cleanup. Probably before the end of the year. Or January. I would say that January is probably the latest that the next crystal cleanup's going to be. Because I'm thinking about it, like, you know, we get all sorts of random little crystals here and there around like holiday time and stuff, right? And if I do a crystal cleanup before getting all those things, then my crystal stash is going to be a mess again. So it might be like January, dude. I'm sorry. All right, Warpath sending over a buck. Saying, BG, I'm trying to make Guillotine 2099 a new nickname. Oh, okay, G 2099. See, I even read G as Guillotine because I'm so used to it. New nickname for Guillotine 2099 would help out if you would start calling her that and give me credit. I think I'm just gonna keep saying Guillotine, man. Sorry. A lot of people put, you know, like type it out as G2099 because it's easier to type out, but yeah, there's no way for me to see if I can get these rewards again, right? I wouldn't have done it anyway, but I was just curious if that was just a weird glitch that one person was experiencing or if that was what everyone was experiencing. And on that note, let's go actually pop open some crystals. I guess I can work with that. Best believe I will remind you every now and again. You and I are one and the same. We love collecting exclusive champs. It's true. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. But I also love hoarding. I can't change. Hoarders gotta hoard, dude. But yeah, thank you again, man. If you really are so desperate to increase your prestige, why don't you just pop the thousands of old and new daily crystals and finish the abyss? With your luck, Aegon might never come. Harsh, but true. I might never get Aegon. The free crystals, you know, claim a 7-hour crystal. I think I still have time on it. I'll double check. But the free crystals, I may pop some open and do the abyss. I don't know. I have been thinking about it, to be honest with you guys, but ooh, I don't have that many of them. I only have 2001 of the Cav 4-hour crystals, and then let me see how many I have in total. Hold on, let's find that 7-hour crystal first. At the top, right? Yeah, I still have 2 hours left on it. I'll probably be up to grab that right before sleep or something. I don't know, kind of tired. All right, 4-hour crystals. Let's tally it up. So 2001 of the Cav version. Okay. Bust out my little calculator tool. Whoops. Okay, plus 1218 plus 1042. I think that's it, right? I think there's only 3 types. It's the regular, the uncollected, and the Cav. I think there might be more. I think there's one for each title, right? But you know, the title system wasn't really invented until after uncollected hit. Okay, so I have 4,261. I don't think that's enough, you know what I mean? Probably need more. Maybe I'll save those for the follow-up to the Abyss. I shouldn't have popped open the ones that I popped open for, was like Labyrinth, and I think even Variant 1. Should have saved them. Arcade, sending over 40 rupees. Thank you, dude. Saying, Brian, are you going to pick any featured unit offers available? No. Sig shards, is it worth it? I took a quick look. No. The only thing that even slightly tempted me was like the very first offer for tier 4 basic being 3 units. Basically putting a tier 4 basic catalyst at a 75 unit value, but no, I need the units more than I need tier 4 basics at the moment, so not even gonna do that. PG pro tip: before opening the 7-hour crystals, they can give a bunch of glory, so don't cap them. Ooh. Okay, good call. You'll probably get Aegon when I get Nick Fury. I'm pretty sure I'll have every other mutant and skill champ max sig before that happens. Well, let's race, Abdo. Honestly, with BG's luck, he'll dupe his 6-star Aegon after he finishes exploring Abyss. Perhaps. So here's the thing, guys. Real quick, before we end the stream here, let's take a look at some rewards that are on the table. All right, I have a lot more crystal openings coming real soon. First things first. 5,000 6-star shards here. Right, that'll get me pretty close to my next 6-star. It's not going to take that much longer to get the rest with the new events coming out soon. I haven't finished Uncollected because I actually, in the monthly event quest, I have like 3 or 4 revives just kind of sitting there hanging out that I don't want to grab just yet. But anyway, I have a bunch more 6-star shards coming, so I'll have a 6-star soon. I have this 5-star Nexus crystal that'll be popped open in a couple of days. We are 1 quarter done with this season of Alliance War. We're 1 week through, 3 weeks to go, and so far we're 3-0 on the season. So we're looking good to land in Masters again. So that's going to be another 3 6-stars, another 4 5-stars. Let's check out the back issues. I'm going to try to finish up Variant 5 relatively soon here. So, hey, we got more 5-star shards to pop open. Are there any from completing these? No, there's not, but still, it's another 15k 5-star shards there. We got shards for days, man. Is what I'm getting at. Stumbling around the words, but there's a lot of shards to be had still, and yeah, more chances at Aegon. Fingers crossed, man. It's not that low of a chance. I mean, it kind of is. Hold on, real quick. Let's go to MA. Just for a second here. So 63 in total. And of these 63, you cannot get all of them in the 5-star crystal, right? Wolverine's not in there. Neither this other Wolverine's not in there. That's 2. I don't think White Mags is there, right? I think that's 3. Gold Pool 4. Okay, there might have been another one, but I just had a quick glance. Oh wait, DPX, right? 5. At a quick glance, it's like a 1 in 58 chance. So yeah, the odds are not great. 1 in 58 is not great, but in the grand scheme of things, in this game, 1 in 58 is actually not that bad. So if I keep popping open these 5-star crystals, It technically never has to happen. I can go over 500 on these things, but the odds aren't that bad, guys. I think it'll happen. I just gotta stick with it until I get them. Real quick, BG, do I pop a dual class crystal or generic? If you have an idea of what champion you want, what kind of class you want to go for, then it's always better to pop the dual class. But if you just have no clue, then just go generic. It's pretty hard to give advice on those things. Only, you know, unless you like know what you're the champion you're after. It's really good to look at the type of content that you're trying to counter. Or just if you are missing a certain class type, you're kind of underpowered in one of the 6 classes or 2 of the 6 classes, you know, target those ones. You know what? One more crystal. I rambled enough that it wasn't truly the end of the stream. So we'll pop open one of these. Oh, the boss rushes. Yeah. The boss rushes. Wait, is the mega boss rush tomorrow? Oh, God, there's so much to do. It's awesome having this many things to do, but it's also it's a lot to do. I did the Mystic / Science 3 times, needed Torch and Doom, got them both in those 3. Wow, Uber Soul, nice. Alright, just a bit of gold. Using only Nick Fury and Havoc out of attainable champs in those classes, 3.4 chance of a new champ. Okay. Not the greatest of odds, but not the worst either. Alright, that is going to have to do it for tonight's stream, though, guys. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been fun rambling about the usual nonsense. I'm trying to plan out all the things to do in this game. But it is getting to be pretty late here, so... wait, hold that thought. Joshua sending over a last minute buck. Saying, okay, BG, don't read my last. Well, do I read it or don't I? Dang, dude, you telling me not to really makes me want to read it. You put me in a pickle here, man. Okay, I'm not going to read it. Oh, no! How did I do this? Now I see why you said that. Oh, no. Dude, I'm so sorry. You sent over a read last buck before... Oh, now I feel terrible. I'm sorry, man. I don't know how I did that. Damn it. I'm so sorry that I missed it. Your actual... message here was I got some shoes from my dealer today. Don't know what he laced them with. Been tripping all day. You know, I did feel bad. And after reading this joke, I feel even worse. Joshua. Boo. This is how we're gonna end the night. Dwell in your guilt. I kind of deserve it, I guess. But still, boo, man. Boo. Alright. On that note, though, yeah, I am out of here. Joshua, I'm sorry I missed it. Sorry it took so long. Man, I almost ended the stream without reading it. But now I feel twice as guilty because I made you send over another buck. But yeah, thank you, man. Shout out to Hector for being tonight's biggest D. And it was a bunch of very generous super chats tonight. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. And I'll be back in the daytime tomorrow. Approximately 1 p.m. Pacific, but the daytime, it's always a little bit of an unknown for me. It could be a little bit later than that, so we'll see. But yeah, I will see you guys then either way. Unless you're vampires, in which case I'll see you at night. Would have been worse if you didn't read it. I would have complained to mom. Oh God. Please don't do that. That would have been bad. I've gotten in trouble with her recently. I don't need any more trouble. All right. Good night, guys.